Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to do a little update on Nolan Wells. There's so much going on. I just want to do a little check-in to see what's happening with this case. First, let's get the overall I think I'm gonna go about this a little bit differently. First, we're gonna get the overall energy of what's going on with this case, where it's headed, what's happening. Everything on this channel is my perspective. I'm gonna take this to be the truth, and everything is alleged. Okay, here we go. Let's get the overall energy of what's... Ooh, quick. We're not going to dig too deep. We're going to take that one card. Okay, let's read. The overall meaning of this card is fate, karma, acceptance, that there are things you cannot change. Knowing those things, knowing what those things are. Okay. It is difficult to understand why painful things happen to good people. Fate is a mystery after all. Yet what we do with our circumstances, the way in which we respond in life's challenges, is how we rise up to greet our destiny. Now is one of those times to be aware of your powerlessness to change certain situations and surrender to acceptance. Hang in there. Life can only get better. Act as if you believe that. For the only thing you can control right now is your attitude. When you align with the facts, being mindful of what you can and cannot change, serenity will come to you. And Spirit is saying, all of us are in an uproar about what's going on with this Nolan Wells case, but we cannot change what's happening. And we have to just be aware of that. That no matter what we do or say, these people in high places with money, with a racist history, it's nothing we could say or do, no matter how mad we get. This is who they are. This is their bloodline. This is not gonna change. So you get yourself in trouble on the internet, getting in an uproar about what's going on, it's not going to hurt anyone but you. Because these people, okay, what I'm going to do now, I'm just trying to see what comes out. Let's pull some tea messages and see if any clues about Nolan Wells can roll out. It's going to be a very short update. My first video I made of Nolan Wells, if you haven't seen that, go listen to it. I stand by everything I said in that video. And I still believe that that's my perspective. It don't make it the truth. But I really want y'all to go listen to it. Okay, so from oh, Turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. A lot of people are behaving stupidly. Oh, there's too many cards. We're going to pull one more. What's going on? Nolan Wells. Please give us messages from Spirit, through Spirit, to Spirit. Okay. Angel. Spiritual guidance, protection from harm. And Spirit is saying that Nolan Wells' memory, his name, his family, that woman on there, I feel like it's Nolan Wells' mother, that she's been protected. That she's being protected from harm. I feel like Nolan Wells is looking over his mother, all the things that are being said, and she's being accused of stroking race relations, which is so untrue, that he's protecting his mother. What else? Let's get one more. Okay. February. And I know people don't want to hear this, but it's going to be February before a break happens in this case. That's how long this shit is going to be drawn out. Or before we get any justice. And I feel like, let's see, will there be justice? Older man. Dealings or relationship with an older man. And it's an older man involved in this. What happened to Nolan? There's an older man involved. That same father, husband figure that came out of my other reading. Dog close up. Pleasure with a close friend. Boom. It came out again about that close friend shit in Nolan. I'm not gonna speak on that this time, but if you saw my other reading, you know what I'm speaking of. Came out again. What else? What else going on? Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Something is going to happen that's going to break this case open. But it will be months before this case go on trial. But it's something that's going to happen with the older man that comes out about something that an older man did in this case. I don't know who that is. But let's see, one more card. What else? What else is going on in Nolan's case? From Spirit, through Spirit, to Spirit. Okay. 2 cards came out. Gavel. Involvement with the law. Boom. And the law is going to be involved. Wind chimes. Peace and harmony. And once this law get involved, it's going to bring peace and harmony to this situation. It's going to put a lot of people's minds at ease with this Nolan Wells case, but it might be some months before we see someone being brought to justice for this. But I'm feeling like this case is gonna go to trial, because the law is definitely, or the law is involved in keeping this case stagnant. That could be what it is. Okay, Spirit, let's get some messages from the other side deck that I created. You can find these over on Etsy. What's going on? Please clarify what's happening with Nolan's case. From spirit, spirit, to spirit. Work. Killing. See there? Nolan was killed. And they can say whatever they want to say. This man was killed. It was a killing. This was not an accident. And I might not stand beside the things I say. I'm saying allegedly. But it was a killing. That's real. What else? I'm serious. What else is going on with Nolan? Winter Lake. So just like it confirms about the February, it's going to be the winter time before there's a break in this case. Before we really find out what's going on. What else? From spirit, through spirit, to spirit. Boyfriend. Somebody here had a boyfriend. I have to have discernment when doing these readings. If you watch my other video, you're following me, you know what's up. I'm going to put that beside pleasure with a close friend. Boom. And people not even looking at that angle of this situation, but it's a true angle. What else? Buried. And I feel like there's some evidence buried. There's some things buried that are going to be found. And I feel like it's going to bust this case wide open. But I feel like that's something is buried that's going to be found. From spirit, through spirit, to spirit. It could be something literally buried. Or it could be something about this case and this situation that has been buried. Okay. From spirit, through spirit, to spirit. Summer. And it's gonna... We're just gonna get another card. Because it was the summer when all of this went down. From spirit, through spirit, to spirit. From spirit, through spirit, to spirit. Beast. And this, everything that's going on with this Nolan Wells case, this is, the beast is behind this and controlling this. And the beast behind this is the racism that exists in America and this system that we're living in. This beast that's ruling over us, that's controlling us, that a lot of us don't even recognize. But it's a lot of powerful people behind this and that's controlling this. But at the end of the day, God gonna make it where this is put out and the world sees it, and there's gonna be no choice but to prosecute the people that are responsible for the cover-up of Nolan Wells' death.